Welcome back everyone. In this video we're going to solve Saxon Math Course 3 lesson 118 practice set, and it looks like lesson 118 is on the concepts are about trigonometry ratios, so we are going to look into that. First, let's try to solve A. Opposite by adjacent. Opposite by adjacent. If you see the table above, it is nothing but tan. That's your A. B. Opposite by hypotenuse. Opposite by hypotenuse is nothing but your sine or sin. C. Adjacent by hypotenuse. So adjacent by hypotenuse, HYP, let's put that, is nothing but your cos. That's your C. Okay, D. So we are given a triangle there with a 60 degrees angle at B, and we need to find sine of B. Okay, let's do that. Okay, let's move on. And D. So D, since we can't see it in this screen, I'm going to draw the triangle. Okay, we are given B, which is 60 degrees here. Okay, and it's B. It's a right triangle, and that is C, and that is A. Okay, and if you look at it, the right triangle, this is 90, of course. So if it is 60, 90, this will be 30. So in lesson 66, when you have a right triangle with 90, 60, 30, we know the sides. So the sides will be 1, 2, and square root 3. Okay, now what's your D? D is, they're asking us to find sine of B. That is nothing but sine of what? 60 degrees. Sine is what? Opposite by hypotenuse. Oh, sorry, I wrote opposite by sin. Let us remove that. Right, opposite by hypotenuse. So opposite of 60 is root 3, and hypotenuse is 2. That's your sine 60. Now E. In E, we are asked to solve cos of B. Cos of B is cos of 60 degrees. Oh, sorry. Cos of 60 degrees. Cos is what? Again, cos is adjacent by hypotenuse. Adjacent is 1 and hypotenuse is 2. So your cos is 1 by 2. Okay, F. We're asked to find tan of angle B, which is nothing but tan of 60 degrees. Tan is opposite by adjacent sides. Opposite is root 3 and adjacent is 1. That's your F. Okay. Let's go to problem number G. G, we are given a triangle again. So I'm going to draw here a triangle which was given, which is right triangle again, is 40 degrees. Okay, and they're just given as a hypotenuse, which is 1. So on page 770, example 3, we have a similar problem. I'm going to do exactly the same way. So in that, we have sine of A. That's what we need supposed to find G. So they said in that example, the first thing we are asked to do is enter 35, and we are going to use a calculator here, a trigonometry calculator or a scientific calculator based on the example. They said press 35, enter 35 and press sign. So so that is nothing but, instead of 35 in this exam, in problem G, it's 40. So sine 40. We are going to use a calculator and see what's going to be the sine 40 there. So where is my scientific calculator? That's my calculator. So let's see what, let's do exactly what they told us to do. We have to press 40 and enter sin. Will we get an answer? So we got an error. So that's not the way we do in scientific calculator. In fact, you just have to do sin first, and in that brackets, you have to use sin 40. That is 0.6427. But we can round it off to the nearest thousands. So it is 0.643. So going back to our problem, 0.643. That's your sine 40. Sin 40 actually. Then H. What are we asked in H is another problem again, another triangle. In this, B is 33 degrees, and we are asked to find tan of B, that is tangent of B, which is nothing but tan of 33 degrees of angle. So I'm going back to the calculator again, and where is it? Hold on, let's clear this. So tan of 33 is nothing but 0.649. So 0.649, we are taking it to the thousands decimal. So 0.649 is your answer. 0.649. Okay. Then what do we have next? I. Okay, let's go to I. Sorry, I'm just going to increase the page here. Okay. In I, we are a given triangle. Okay, I'm going to read I, but once I draw the, okay, hold on a second. Sorry about that. I, okay. Okay. So this is 42 degrees, that's given to us, and below is 100 feet, okay. And we are supposed to find, there's a kite here, okay, and we are, it's a right triangle, let's say H. So the height of the kite is the side opposite the 42 degree angle. The known side is 100 feet, is the side adjacent. Find the height of the kite, okay? So, so technically, so what do we have? Like, what is opposite by adjacent? That's tan. So if you do tan 42 degrees, tan of 42 is nothing but opposite by adjacent, right? So tan 42, let's fill in the is H, we are supposed to find, and it's 100 feet. Now what is tan 42? Again, scientific calculator. We are going back to the trigonometry calculator. Clear this. Tan 42. That is 0.900. Okay, let's go back to our math. 0.900 is equals to H by 100. H is 90 feet. That's your height of the kite.